So big question out there for those needing tire repair. Is it better to plug it? Is it better to patch it? What exactly needs to be done in order to get the longest life you can when your tire gets a puncture in it? We're going to look at it right now here on Mike's Motorworx. So this is our subject in question. This is just a standard tire, standard radial. And as you can see here, we got a little sticker right there, and it went through the tread, caused an oil leak. Now, if you're on a road trip or something like that, it's probably a good idea to carry one of these, right, or a pack of these, along with the associated and corresponding tools to take care of that. And that's good as a plug in a temporary situation. Unfortunately, plugs don't always hold and they are prone to leaking. All right. So before I get all those comments on the feed, yes, it's a good temporary solution. Okay. Now what you would do is you would go ahead and pull your nail out on the side of the road if you're in an emergency situation or at your wherever you're at, right? Go ahead and pull the screw or nail out, ream it with the reamer, and if you look at the reamer really closely here, if I can get the glare off of there, you can see there are little filings on there. It's essentially like a little file to kind of clean up that hole. Then you would go ahead and take out some of your tacky tar, if you will, and go ahead and essentially thread that through this tool right here, the threader, and then plunge that through and plug that through as hard as you can to get it through the hole after cleaning it. Pull it out, and that should be good for you in the emergency situation. Okay, now the best solution is to go ahead and use a plug, and this is where you're going to have to take it to a professional tire facility to make that happen. And what the plug is essentially goes inside the vehicle or the tire well itself, right? And it allows you to make sure that it is sealed on all sides of the leak itself. Okay, so essentially it goes in. Now there's a concern about where the puncture itself happens at, and that's very important to keep in mind when you are in trying to do the repair. All right, right now this particular spot is right in the safe zone for a plug patch. Okay, that is because it is in between this point and this point, which is right in between the roundness inside the tire. And we'll show you that if we can get the GoPro to work in there, right? And that allows this to be affixed flat and flushed around the seal itself, around the leak, prevent air, making a good seal. All right. Now, if it was slightly over, there would be a risk that the glue and the adhesives would not perform and create a good seal around the hole. And, you know, you would just have to be buying a new tire. And in that case, again, you don't want to rely just on that plug because it may not hold for you. Let's see what's involved with getting that plug and patch on. All right, John, so tell us a little bit about this specialty tool that either you have to have on your own shelf or that they'll have at the tire repair center.
This is basically a glorified die grinder. It does have little teeth on there to bite into the rubber. Basically, we're wanting to create a little bit of roughness to allow the vulcanization of the glue for the tire and the plug patch to get a good seal. This is a medium speed grinder. It is not very fast. It is designed specifically for this purpose. This particular one's a Blue Point from Snap-on Tool Truck. It is variable speed. I use the high speed because it's basically works the best. Low speed is not ideal just because it doesn't pull enough rubber out to allow the vulcanization of the glue.
All right. Now, this tip, can they get something like this tip and add it on a traditional die grinder?
You can get it from online. You can get actually the whole thing from online or a local tool truck. But yes, you can put this on a drill. It does come off. This one is screwed into place, but it can be attached to a regular traditional drill.
Okay. So drill, but not a die grinder, because the die grinder
Has a different bit.
A different bit? Okay.
Die grinders are usually solid shanks because they have to spin at such a high speed. They're solid bits, so they can't be swapped.
Oh, okay.
They're designed specifically to be used on a drill or a die grinder. This is specific for this.
Okay, so this particular die grinder, so this is basically what you're saying, instead of a traditional die grinder that has a 1/4 inch shank, this is using a 3/8, I believe?
Actually, this is using an actual screw style shank.
Okay, screw style shank, okay.
Yeah,
very good.
this will actually unscrew from the grinder itself.
And then this tool here is designed to rotate at a different speed than a traditional die grinder.
Right.
All right, let's see what's involved. So that goes right through and threads like a needle right through the existing puncture. That's kind of cool.
Alright, we got one more specialty tool. This is designed specifically for rolling basically the patch so it gets a good seal. This is available at most part stores. They may not have it on the shelf, but it can be ordered. But this is just basically to get the air pockets out of that the glue. That's it.
Sweet. All right. Easy spot. Cool. And that's much better than using a plug. Well, John, why is this better than a plug?
Well, two reasons. Basically, where your plug can create air leaks, because what's happening is when you actually insert the plug through the needle of the tool, when you pull it out, it can break. Because you're actually taking two pieces and sliding it through. So you can create air leaks there where it can allow air to escape. This is under pressure. This tire is under 35 PSI at all times. So driving down a highway, the more heat creates more air pressure. So you can create issues with a traditional plug. It is not the best thing in the world. Best thing to do is do a true traditional plug patch.